the elevator doors slid open with a sterile chime, and Jason's world shattered in the fluorescent glare of the 42nd floor. "You're done here, Hale," his boss snarled, shoving a pink slip across the desk like it was yesterday's trash. Blood roared in Jason's ears as the whisper started. "Faggot couldn't hack it," echoing from the cubicles like bullets, each one ripping through the fragile armor he'd built around his secret with Adam. Jason stormed out into the biting San Francisco fog, his heart a storm of fury and heartbreak, Adam's unanswered texts burning holes in his pocket. That night, alone in his cramped Mission District apartment, he smashed the framed photo of them at Pride, their first kiss under rainbow flags, glass shards slicing his palm like the betrayal he couldn't yet name. But as dawn bled through the blinds, a fire ignited in his veins. They'll see. Every last one of them. Jason Hale had always been the guy who fixed things. Not just code, endless lines of Python that kept the servers humming at Apex Innovations, but lives, too. He'd patched up his little brother's scraped knees after their dad bailed, debugged his mom's ancient laptop so she could video call from the trailer park in Reno. The 28, with his sharp wit and sharper cheekbones, he was the quiet force in the bullpen, the one colleagues leaned on when deadlines loomed like thunderheads over the bay. Apex was the beating heart of Silicon Valley's underbelly, a mid-tier tech firm churning out AI-driven logistics software for Fortune 500 behemoths. Glass walls, ping-pong tables, free kombucha on tap, it screamed startup chic. But the culture was cutthroat, a viper pit where innovation masked the grind. Jason had clawed his way in 2 years prior, fresh off a bootstrapped app that predicted traffic snarls better than Google Maps. He was good. Damn good. But good wasn't enough when shadows lingered. Started with Adam. God, Adam Whitaker, tall, broad-shouldered, with that easy grin that could disarm a room and eyes like smoked whiskey. The new VP of Engineering, poached from Google with a corner office and a Rolodex of VC contacts. They'd met at the company retreat in Napa, Jason nursing a craft IPA by the fire pit, Adam striding over with a "mind if I crash your solitude?" What followed was a weekend of stolen glances, whispered confessions under vineyard stars, and a kiss that tasted like Merlot and possibility. Back in the office, it was electric. Late nights debugging algorithms turned into tangled sheets in Adam's No Valley loft. Jason learned the map of Adam's freckles like source code, each one a variable in the equation of their love. "You're my glitch in the matrix," Adam murmured one dawn, tracing Jason's collarbone. "The one that makes everything real." Jason believed him. In a world that still side-eyed two men holding hands on Market Street, Adam made him feel unbreakable. But Apex wasn't built for breaking barriers. The whisper started subtle, a missed promotion pinned on cultural fit, sidelong glances when Jason and Adam lingered too long at the coffee machine. Then came the merger talks with a conservative East Coast conglomerate, the kind that donated to anti-LGBTQ lobbies under the table. HR memos flew, professional boundaries, and suddenly, Adam's door stayed closed during lunch hours. Jason ignored it at first, chalking it up to stress. Until the email from HR, performance review scheduled. Immediate. He walked into that conference room on a Tuesday, heart hammering like a faulty server. Seated at the head was Adam, tie knotted tight, face a mask of corporate ice. Flanking him, Elena from HR, all pursed lips and clipboard, and Greg, the CEO, whose golf tan screamed old money. "Jason," Adam began, voice flat as a denied pull request. "We've reviewed your contributions. Apex is pivoting, and unfortunately, your role doesn't align with our new trajectory. The words landed like a kernel panic. Jason's mouth went dry. What? Adam? Mr. Whitaker, Elena interjected, sliding the termination packet forward. This is a mutual decision. Severance is 3 months, provided you sign the NDA. NDA. The irony burned. Jason's eyes locked on Adam's, searching for the man who'd promised forever in the dark. But Adam looked away, fiddling with his pen, the gold cufflink Jason had gifted him glinting like a lie. You son of a bitch, Jason whispered, voice cracking. The room froze. Greg cleared his throat, but Jason was already on his feet, packet crumpling in his fist. This isn't about performance. It's about us. About me. Adam's jaw tightened. This is business, Jason. Nothing more. Business. The word was a gut punch. Jason bolted, the elevator ride down a blur of regret and rage. Outside, the fog swallowed him whole, mirroring the void in his chest. His phone buzzed, texts from friends, a voicemail from his mom. But Adam's silence screamed loudest. That night, in the dim glow of his apartment, Jason paced like a caged algorithm seeking escape. The framed pride photo mocked him from the shelf, their arms slung around each other, rainbow face paint smudged from laughter. With a roar, he hurled it against the wall. Glass exploded, shards embedding in his hand like shrapnel. Blood welled, hot and accusatory, but the pain was a mercy, a sharp reminder that he was still alive. He bandaged the cut with trembling fingers, then sank onto the couch, laptop balanced on his knees. Apex's sight stared back. Innovate or perish. Bullshit. He'd innovated plenty. His traffic app had 50K downloads before they buried it in red tape. Fired for being gay. For loving the wrong man in the wrong boardroom, the injustice coiled like a virus in his code. By 3 a.m., the outline formed. Not revenge, not yet. Survival. He'd freelance. Build something bigger. Apex thought he was a bug. He'd rewrite the system. As the first light pierced the blinds, Jason typed his first pitch, Hail Dynamics. Smarter routes for a smarter world. The months blurred into a grind. Freelance gigs paid the rent, debugging e-commerce carts for boutique startups, but the real work happened in stolen hours. Coffee-fueled all-nighters birthing Hail Dynamics from his kitchen table. Jason coded alone, the city's hum his only companion. Friends rallied, Mia, his barista confidant from the corner cafe, slipped him free lattes and pep talks. You're too fierce to fade, Jace. Burn him down. Adam's texts trickled in at first, we need to talk, then ghosted into nothing. Jason blocked the number, but the ache lingered, a phantom limb. Was it guilt, fear, or had Adam never loved him at all? Just used him like a late-night prototype? Hail Dynamics launched quietly, an AI logistics optimizer that shaved 20% off delivery times for small fleets. Early adopters trickled in local bakeries, indie couriers tired of Amazon's stranglehold. Jason's apartment filled with whiteboards scrawled in marker, pizza boxes stacking like fallen soldiers. He was leaner now, shadows under his eyes, but the fire burned brighter. A year in, the pivot hit. A viral demo at TechCrunch Disrupt. Jason on stage, voice steady, unveiling how his algo rerouted a hypothetical truck convoy through Oakland gridlock. The crowd erupted. VCs swarmed. By week's end, Seed funding, $2 million from a queer-led fund out of Austin. For the underdogs, their lead said, clapping Jason's shoulder. We see you. Apex faded to a scar, but scars itch. Jason heard whispers. Adam promoted to COO. The merger sealed. Good for him. Jason poured the hurt into code, each line a defiance. Late one night, buzzed on cheap bourbon, he drafted an email he never sent. You broke me, but look what I built from the pieces. Expansion came swift. Hale Dynamics scaled. Offices in Oakland, a team of 5 misfits, coders, designers, all vetted for heart over hustle. Jason led with the empathy Apex lacked. Flexible hours, pride flags in windows, no NDAs on souls. Revenue hit 7 figures. Forbes ran a blurb. The fired engineer who fixed the future. But success was a double-edged blade. Paranoia crept in every boardroom echo of that termination room. And Adam? A ghost in Jason's dreams, waking him with what-ifs. Until the invite arrived. Apex's 10-year gala, black tie schmooze fest at the Fairmont. Honored alumni welcome. Alumni. The gall. Jason stared at the embossed card, pulse thundering. Go, or let the wound fester. Mia, over ramen at her place, grinned wolfish. Crash it. Show him the king you became. He RSVP'd. Tailored a suit sharp as his resolve. As the limo pulled up to Nob Hill, Jason breathed deep. The fog parted like a curtain. Time to rewrite the ending. The Fairmont's ballroom glittered like a fever dream, crystal chandeliers dripping light onto tuxedoed execs swirling with champagne flutes. Jason stepped in, the air thick with cologne and conquest, his custom Tom Ford suit hugging like armor. Heads turned, murmurs rippled. Is that Hale, the one who got canned? He smiled, all teeth, clutching a Scotch neat. Let them stare. He'd earned the spotlight. The gala was Apex's self-congratulatory orgy. Merger milestones projected on massive screens. Toasts to disruptive synergy. Jason wove through, nodding at ghosts, former cubicle mates now mid-level drones, their eyes widening in recognition. Jason, heard you're killing it. Congrats. Man. Handshakes turned awkward when he asked about them. Still grinding, they'd mutter, envy souring the small talk. Then, across the room, Adam. Older, sharper, salt threading his temples, that same whiskey gaze scanning the crowd like a hawk. He wore success easy, a bespoke Armani over a frame honed by SoulCycle and stress. Jason's gut twisted, old love clashing with fresh hate. Adam spotted him, froze mid-laugh with a cluster of VCs. Their eyes met, a live wire across the marble floor. Jason turned away first, diving into a knot of indie devs. Conversation flowed, shop talk on neural nets, jabs at big tech's monopoly, but his skin prickled, aware of Adam's orbit. Finally, a hand on his elbow, warm, familiar. Jason, he pivoted slow, schooling his face neutral. Close, Adam looked wrecked, fine lines etching regret around his mouth. Adam. Long time. Yeah. Adam's voice was low, roughened by years or whiskey. You look incredible. Can we talk? Sure. Why not? Sarcasm dripped. But Jason followed him to a shadowed alcove by the terrace doors, the city's pulse throbbing beyond the glass. Adam leaned against the wall, loosening his tie. I saw the disrupt talk. Hail Dynamics, it's brilliant. You're brilliant. Jason sipped his drink, the burn steadying him. Flattery now? After radio silence, Adam winced. I deserved that. More. That day. God. Jason. It gutted me. Then why? The question burst free, raw as an open wound. You sat there like a stranger. Signed off on ruining me. The merger. Adam's eyes dropped. The board, they knew about us. Leaked emails. Office gossip. They gave me an ultimatum. Clean house or watch Apex tank. I chose the company. I chose us in the long run, thought if I distanced, you'd be safe. Safe. Jason laughed. Bitter. You threw me under the bus for optics. And what about after? Not a call. Not a text. You ghosted like I was code you deleted. Adam reached out, then dropped his hand. I was ashamed. Terrified you'd hate me. And you deserved better than my mess. The alcove shrank. Air charged. Jason's pulse raced. Memories flooding. Adam's laugh in the shower. Fingers interlaced at midnight movies. Betrayal stung. But so did the pull, the gravitational ache of what they'd lost. I did hate you. Still do. Some days. But I built something real. Without you. Pride flickered in Adam's eyes, mingled with sorrow. I know. That's why A waiter bumped past, shattering the bubble. Adam straightened. Dance with me? One song. For old times. Jason hesitated, the orchestra striking up a slow jazz standard. Against every instinct screaming run. He nodded. Adam's hand at his waist was tentative. There's brushing palms like a question. They moved in sync. Bodies remembering what minds forgot. Chest to chest. Breaths mingling. Whispers from the floor faded. It was just them, swaying in the eye of the storm. You're happy, Adam murmured into his hair. Most days. Jason pulled back enough to meet his gaze. You, Adam's thumb grazed Jason's hip. Empty. Apex is a machine now, soulless. I missed the glitch. The song ended too soon. Applause swelled. They parted. Charged. Stay in touch, Adam asked, voice hopeful. Jason searched his face, weighing forgiveness against fracture. Maybe. He slipped a card into Adam's pocket, Hail Dynamics logo embossed. If you mean it. The night blurred after, toasts, deals sketched on napkins. But Adam lingered in Jason's periphery, a magnetic north. Driving home through the fog-shrouded streets, Jason blasted Springsteen, windows down, the chill whipping clarity into his veins. Closure or complication, he wasn't sure. But for the first time in years, the scar didn't itch. Hail Dynamics exploded post-gala. That Forbes blurb snowballed into partnerships. UPS piloting their algo. A TEDx invite for Jason. The team grew 12 now. A rainbow of talents crammed into a sunny loft overlooking the Embarcadero. Mornings started with stand-ups over cold brew. Evenings with hackathons fueled by Mia's catered tacos. Jason led with heart. Equity for all. Mental health days without judgment. We're not Apex, he'd say. We're family, but success bred shadows. Investors pushed for scale. Acquisitions. IPO whispers. Jason resisted, clinging to the scrappy soul. And Adam? Texts reignited. Coffee? Neutral ground. They met at a Castro cafe. Hipsters clacking away on MacBooks. Adam looked boyish in jeans, vulnerability cracking his polish. "I want in," he said over lattes. No preamble. "Hail dynamics. Advisor role. Whatever. I see what you're building. It's right." Jason Spoon paused mid-stir. "You bailed once. Why trust you now?" "Because I was wrong." Adam leaned forward. "Ernest. Apex hollowed me out. You're the real deal. And I miss you. Not just as a partner. As everything." The admission hung. Electric. Jason's walls trembled. Dates followed. Tentative dinners at hole-in-the-wall Italian joints. Walks along the Presidio where they'd once picnicked. Laughter returned. Cautious stories of boardroom blunders. Shared dreams deferred. In bed, it was slower, reverent. Rediscovering bodies like lost artifacts. Whispers of sorry and stay blending with moans. But doubt gnawed. Adam's world was apex. Late calls. Merger fallout. Jason caught him eyeing his phone during a film. The old pull of ambition. "This isn't a rebound," Jason pressed one night. Sheets tangled. "If you're here, be here." "I am." Adam kissed his temple. "Swear it." Series A closed at $15 million. Champagne popped in the loft. Jason hoisted Mia on his shoulders, toasts echoing off exposed brick. Adam was there, arm around Jason's waist, the team none the wiser or caring. Pride swelled, but so did pressure. Apex rumors swirled. Flagging stock, lawsuit over toxic culture. Then, the call. From a headhunter, discreet. "Apex is shopping itself. Your name's on the shortlist for buyers." Jason's blood ran cold. By the beast that birthed him? Madness. Or justice? He confided in Adam over whiskey at the loft. "What if I did? Not to destroy, to fix." Adam's face shadowed. "It's a snake pit." Walk away, but Jason couldn't. The idea rooted, a virus rewriting his code. Due diligence began. Financials poured over in marathons. Lawyers circling like sharks. Adam grew distant. Excuses piling, apex emergencies. Jason ignored the red flags. Lost in the thrill. The board meeting loomed. Apex's fate in a Nob Hill conference room. Irony thick as fog. Jason prepped relentlessly, pitch polished to a blade. The night before, Adam showed up unannounced. Bottle of Glenfiddich in hand. Last chance to bail. Jason pulled him close. "Join me tomorrow. See it through." Adam's kiss was fierce, desperate. "I can't. Conflict. But win it. For us." Dawn broke stormy. Jason suited up, resolve steel. The elevator ascended, not as prey, but predator. The conference room at Apex's headquarters hadn't changed. Same walnut table. Same panoramic view of the Bay Bridge mocking the trapped. But Jason Hale did. He entered at 10 a.m. Sharp, flanked by his attorney and a VC ally, portfolio case clicking like a cocked gun. The board, 8 suits. Greg, the CEO, presiding like a deposed king, stiffened at his approach. Whispers died. Eyes darted. "Gentlemen," Jason said, voice steady as he took the head seat uninvited. "Let's cut the dance. Apex is bleeding. Q3 losses at 18%. Talent exodus like rats from a fire. I'm here to offer mercy. $120 million buyout. Full integration under Hale Dynamics." Murmurs erupted. Greg leaned forward, jowls quivering. Hale? The terminated analyst? This a joke? Jason slid the prelims across, pro formas gleaming, synergies mapped in bold. Read it. Or don't. But know this, without intervention. You're chapter 11 by spring. I remember the culture here. The NDAs on nightmares. I'm offering a reset. The room crackled. A silver-haired director, Marla, scanned the docs, brow furrowing. Bold. But why you? Revenge play. Justice. Jason met her gaze. You fired me for loving a man in this building. For being me. Now, I'll save it. Not spite, salvation. With teeth. Diversity mandates. Equity audits. No more closets. Greg blustered, but cracks showed nods from the younger board, pens scratching notes. 2 hours of grilling. Projections dissected. Escape clauses probed. Jason parried with data, with his shield. By noon, hands shook on LOI. Champagne didn't pop. Relief sighed through the vents. Outside, rain lashed the windows. Jason's phone buzzed. Adam. Heard the news. Drinks to celebrate, euphoria crested, then crashed. Adam hadn't shown. Conflict, he'd said. But this was his company. Jason texted back, Fairmont. Now. The bar was hushed. Leather booths swallowing secrets. Adam arrived windswept. Ty Askew, sliding in with a forced smile. You did it. Apex is yours. Ours, Jason corrected, signaling the bartender. The board mentioned overtures from you. Sounded like you were shopping it behind my back. Adam's glass paused midair. What? No, I advised against. Greg cornered me last week. Desperate. I told him to fold. Liar. Jason's voice low. Lethal. A server dropped off scotch. Ice clinked accusation. Your emails in the diligence dump. Strategic asset flip to Hale. Leverage personal ties. You played me. Pushed the deal to line your pockets. Adam paled. Jason. Listen. No. The word cracked like thunder. You knew I was circling. Fed them intel to sweeten the pot. Then what? COO slot in the new regime? Or just a fat finder's fee? It wasn't like that. Adam's whisper urgent. Eyes darting. Apex was sinking. I saw your pitch leaking friends in low places. Thought if I greased it, you'd win clean. No board fights. Just handover. The fee? It was nothing, donated to charity. Anonymous. Bullshit. Jason shoved his glass away. Liquid sloshing. You used me again. Our history as your ladder. I trusted you, loved you, and you bet on the boardroom over the bedroom. Every time, Adam reached across. Desperate. I love you still. This proves it. I handed you the keys. Keys to a cage you locked me in. Jason stood. Chair scraping. Rain hammered the panes, mirroring the deluge inside. We're done. Get out. Jason. Adam's plea choked. But Jason was already striding out, coat flapping like a cape. The valet pulled up his Tesla. He peeled into the storm, wipers slashing futile against the downpour. Home was a sanctuary turned tomb. The loft, their loft now, half Adam's clothes in the closet, felt poisoned. Jason paced, rain drumming roof like war drums. Texts flooded. Team congrats. Mom's proud voicemail. Adams, please. Let me explain. Doors open. Delete. block. Sleep evaded, chased by replays. Adam's grin at Napa, the alcove sway, bedsheets whispering promises. Betrayal layered fresh over old scars, palimpsest of pain. By midnight, resolve hardened. Apex integration started tomorrow, layoff mitigations, culture overhaul. Jason would burn the rot, build from ash. Alone. Dawn brought clarity, coffee bitter as truth. The office buzzed. Confetti cannons from Mia, high fives from devs. Boss man, you slayed, but Jason's smile strained, Adam's shadow lingering. Mid-morning, HR pinged, incoming exec transition. Whitaker requesting meeting. Rage flared. Jason stormed the corner office, Adam's old haunt, now a war room of file boxes. He was there, packing photos, face drawn. You have 5 minutes. Adam turned, defeated. I'm resigning. Clean break. No strings. Too late for Noble. Jason crossed arms. Why? Really? Adam sank into a chair, head in hands. Fear. Always fear. Back then, the board's threats, lose you or lose everything. I chose wrong. Now, I saw you in that room yesterday, owning it. And I realized, I'm the glitch. Holding you back. Silence stretched. Heavy. Jason's throat tightened. You broke us twice. How do I unbreak that? You don't. Adam rose, eyes glistening. But forgive yourself for loving me. I did for you. The door clicked shut behind him. Jason stood amid the echoes, grief atide. Apex was his now, but victory tasted hollow. Rebuild consumed weeks. Jason dove in town halls with raw candor. We fucked up. No more. Policy overhauls. Pride training mandatory. Staff trickled back. Morale spiking. Hail Dynamics swallowed Apex whole, birthing a hybrid beast. Innovative. Inclusive. Press ate it up. Queer CEO's revenge buyout. A Silicon fairy tale? Privately, fractures showed. Sleepless nights. Bourbon confessions to Mia over late-night drives. He gutted me. But damn if I don't miss the mess. She squeezed his hand at a stoplight. Healing's messy too. Date someone. Live. He tried. Apps swiped. Dinners dodged. No spark. Adam haunted. A coffee sighting on Valencia. Their eyes locking across traffic. Hearts skipping in sync. Then, the gala invite. Hail Apex Unity Ball. Irony's encore. Jason debated shredding it. Instead, he tailored sharper, showed solo. The ballroom thrummed. Familiar faces evolved. Greg retired. Marla toasting Jason's vision. Laughter flowed freer. No whispers. Mid-swirl. A figure at the bar. Adam. Uninvited. Suit rumpled. Their eyes met. Gravity pulling. Jason approached. Pulse thunder. Stalking now. Congratulating. Adam lifted a glass. You fixed it. Better than I ever could. Jason accepted the drink. Fingers brushing. Cost me everything. Worth it. Adam's voice soft. Jason studied him, the lines of regret, the unwavering gaze. Maybe. The orchestra swelled. Unspoken, they drifted to the floor. One dance. Bodies sinking like forgotten code. No promises, just presence. As the song faded, Jason whispered, "Don't disappear again." Adam's hand tightened. Not this time. The Unity Ball's afterglow lingered like a hangover, sweet ache, promising more. Jason and Adam didn't rush. Tentative texts evolved to walks along Baker Beach, waves crashing confessions. "I therapy now," Adam admitted one dusk. Sand gritty between toes. "Unpacking the coward." "For me." "For us." Jason nodded, walls thinning. "Good. I journal, code my chaos." "Helps." Reconnection was slow burn. Brunches at Tartine, where croissants flaked like old defenses. Adam shared Apex war stories, boardroom coups he'd quashed post-resignation, while Jason unveiled Hale's growing pains. Scaling ethics, balancing profit with soul. Laughter returned, laced with lust. A heated makeout in Jason's Tesla after a Warriors game, hands roaming like reclaiming territory. But ghosts prowled. A month in, leaked memos surfaced. Adam's old emails, painting him as the merger's architect, the hatchet man who'd greenlit Jason's firing. Tabloids pounced. Tech titans Toxic X, buyout drama unravels. Jason's inbox flooded, board panic, investor jitters. Mia burst into his office, tablet blazing. "This shit's viral." "He played you," Jason scrolled, gut churning. Adam's words, cold corporate, mitigate risks. Hale's exposure is liability. The alcove promise cracked anew. He confronted at Adam's loft, rain sheeting windows like judgment. "Explain this." "Now." Adam, mid-stirring risotto, froze. "Ancient history." "I buried those." "Buried? They're exhuming us." Jason thrust the printout. "You called me a liability." "To them." Adam set the spoon down, defeated. "I was surviving. Protecting what scraps of us I could salvage." "Lies to buy time." "More lies." Jason's voice broke. "I can't." "Adam." "Not again." He fled into the storm, streets slick with regret. Home. He poured scotch, scrolling their old texts, love notes amid code snippets. Delete or archive the pain. Crisis mode. PR blitz. Transparent all hands. "Past is prologue," Jason emailed staff. "We're owning it. Reparations fund for affected employees, including me." The move disarmed critics. Stock ticked up. But trust with Adam? Shattered mosaic. Space followed. No contact vow. Jason channeling fury into work. Hale Apex thrived. New AI ethics lab. Partnerships with HBCUs for talent pipelines. Personally, armor up, gym grind. Therapy dives into abandonment wounds. "You're worthy solo," his counselor affirmed. "Love amplifies, doesn't define." Adam respected the boundary, but signs appeared. Anonymous donation to Jason's chosen charity. A pride float sponsored under alias. Stalking or atonement. Jason softened, edges blurring. Fall brought turning. TechCrunch panel on queer innovation. Jason keynote. Raw. "Fired for who I love. I bought the fire." Success isn't revenge. It's reclamation. Applause thundered. Backstage. Adam waited, eyes hopeful. "Proud of you." One coffee led to more. Vulnerability peeled layers. Adam's bisexuality closet. Family pressures from Bible Belt roots. "I hid to fit. Hurt you to belong." Jason shared his own queer kid in Reno. First crush crushed by fists. "We both armored wrong." Forgiveness crept. Tentative. Winter solstice. Jason invited Adam to the loft for Hanukkah lights, Mia's tradition adopted. Candles flickered, lax sizzled. They talked till dawn, bodies bridging gaps. Lovemaking was healing, slow, sacred, tears salting skin. Stay, Jason breathed post-climax. Adam did, dawn painting them gold. Spring bloomed synergy. Adam consulting freelance for Hale, expertise sharpening edges without strings. Dates normalized, ferry building oysters, hikes in Muir Woods where fog mirrored fresh starts. Jason's mom visited, eyeing Adam wary then warm over pot roast. He looks at you like you're code to his heart, she whispered. But harmony tempted hubris. Apex's annual audit unearthed fraud. Old exec skimming. Greg implicated. Scandal erupted, SEC probes. Headlines screaming empire crumbles under Queer King's watch. Jason's board fractured. Resignations. Lawsuits. Sleepless. He paced the loft. Adam at his side. We fight, Adam urged. Together, Jason nodded, but doubt festered. Or I lose everything. Again, the probe dragged summer. Depositions in sterile rooms. Lawyers dissecting souls. Adam testified, incriminating himself as unwitting cog, shielding Jason. He cleaned my mess, Adam told the Fed, voice steady. Deserves grace. Clearance came August. Charges dropped. Apex fined. Jason cleared. Relief party at the loft team. Mia toasting, Phoenix rising. Adam pulled Jason aside on the fire escape. City sprawl below. Marry me? Not now, someday. When you're ready. Jason's heart stuttered. Ask again in a year. Earn it. Adam grinned, kissing knuckles. Challenge accepted. Autumn deepened bonds, joint therapy. Vows whispered under harvest moons. Jason proposed integration, not merger of companies, but lives. Adam moved in, closets merging like histories. Yet, high tides crash. December board retreat. Napa, full circle. Jason pitched expansion, global hubs, queer-led. Adam, now official advisor, challenged gently, sustainable or overreach? Debate sparked. Post-meeting, vineyard walk turned tense. You're pulling back, Jason accused. Like before, Adam halted, leaves crunching. Protecting. Saw the strain, your health dipping. Love means boundaries. Or control. Old fears roared. Jason stormed to the car. Engine revving escape. Back home. Silence ward. Adam packed a bag space. Not split. Heal us right this time. Jason let him go. Grief a familiar foe. Alone. Decoded through nights. App birthing. Heart debug. AI for unpacking emotions. Beta tested on his own wreckage. Months stretched. Polite emails. No heat. Mia dragged him to bars. Sparks fizzling. Until spring hail. Adam's accident. Bike crash on market. Shattered femur. Coma whispers. Hospital vigil. Beeps. Antiseptic sting. Jason held vigil. Hand in Adam's limp one. Wake up. Glitch. Matrix needs you. Days blurred. Jason delegated Hale. Mom flew in with Reno comfort food. Adam stirred week 3. Groggy grin. Missed my dramatic exit? Jason's laugh sobbed. Idiot. Stay this time. Recovery bonded. Physio sessions. Jason's arm crutch. You saved me, Adam murmured. wheelchair-bound in Golden Gate Park. Twice now. Fair trade. Jason kissed forehead. But no more ghosts. Summer healed. Beach getaways. Adam's limp fading. Hale hit milestones, unicorn status. Jason's face on time, the buyout that built empathy. Yet, truth's blade cuts deep. Fall confession. Over cider at the loft. Adam admitted. The leak? Not old execs. Me. To force your hand. Prove I wasn't poison. Jason froze. Betrayal's echo. Why? Test. If you walked, I'd know. You fought, chose us. Rage boiled, then cooled to ash. Last lie. Adam. Ever. Promise. Sealed with ring. Simple band. Etched glitch accepted. Winter wrapped San Francisco in silver, fog veils. Holiday lights threading streets like code strings. Jason and Adam's life synced. Mornings tangled in Egyptian cotton. Commutes carpooling with podcasts on queer history. Hale Apex hummed. Offices rebranded Hale Forge. Walls alive with murals of diverse coders. Not sterile glass. Jason led with wisdom earned. Sabbaticals for burnout. Allyship baked in. But love's OS glitches. Adam's freelance bloomed into full-time CTO offer. Irony's gift. Acceptance came with vows. No closets. Ever. Board cheered. Team toasted with queer ciders. Yet, microfissures. Adam's late nights debugging crises. Jason's travel for keynotes leaving voids. New Year's Eve crystallized. Rooftop party at the Embarcadero. Fireworks blooming over the bay. Amid cheers, Adam dropped to one knee, proper. This time. Jason Hale, you debugged my broken code. Marry me? Build forever. Tears pricked. Jason hauled him up, kissing fierce. Yes. Glitch. Yes. Wedding brood spring. Intimate. Castro Chapel draped in rainbows. Mia officiating with sass. Vows raw. Jason's I choose your mess. Every compile error. Adam's you fixed me. Now let's crash the system together. Dance floor erupted. Mom two-stepping with devs. Toast sloshing till dawn. Honeymoon. Big Sur cabin. Cliffs plunging to surf. Days blurred. Hikes kissing salt air. Nights bodies mapping anew. This real. Adam whispered. Stars wheeling above. Debugged and deployed. Jason traced his ring. Ours. Return thrust reality. Hale Forge's IPO loomed. Pressure cooker. Roadshows in New York. Tokyo. Jason jet-lagged. Adam anchoring home. Success crested. Bell rung on NASDAQ. Confetti raining. Shares soaring. Headlines. From Fired to Forbes. The gay love story powering tech's new guard. But altitude thins air. Post-IPO. Whispers. Competitors sniffing talent. Adam headhunted by a FANG giant. Triple pay. Equity oceans. Dinner at Gary Danko turned tense. Foie gras cooling untouched. Consider it? Jason probed. Fork spearing. Adam's eyes evaded. For us. Stability kids. Maybe. Surrogacy fund. Kids. The word hung. Uncharted variable. Jason's youth flashed Reno isolation. No siblings beyond bro. Adopt. Or foster. But not at soul's cost. Adam nodded, but seed planted doubt. Weeks later, offer formalized. Adam's resignation draft on Jason's desk. Missed. Strategic. Betrayal specter rose. Again, Jason's voice quake. Loft echoed argument. Voices rising, plates shattering. You climb ladders on my back, every rung my blood. Not this, Adam pleaded. Legacy for our family. My legacy's enough? Jason stormed out, driving aimless to the bridge. Lights blurring tears. Dawn found him at Mia's. Couch crash. Coffee confessions. He chooses ambition. Always, she hugged fierce. Or fear. Talk. Don't delete. Reconciliation brewed slow. Therapy double sessions. Raw as open heart. Adam withdrew the resignation. They surrogate scouted. Dreams sketched. Family first, Adam vowed. You included. Summer stabilized. Beach house rental. Coding boot camp for at-risk queer youth, Jason mentoring. Adam grilling burgers. Laughter healed. Nights. Under ceiling fans. Plans solidified. Adoption papers filed. Names brainstormed. Alex. For the glitch between. Fall tested. Apex holdover lawsuit. Class action from old firings. Jason named. Discovery dredged graves. Emails implicating Adam deeper than admitted. Courtroom chill. Jason testified truth. He evolved. We all can. Dismissal came December. Settlement funding scholarships. Press spun redemption. Text prodigal sons. Love conquers code. Milestone hit. First ultrasound, Siaget's gift. Tiny heartbeat flickering. Adam's hand on Jason's belly, proverbial. Tears mutual. Our glitch, but life's compiler airs. Winter storm, Adam's checkup routine turned dire. Pancreatic shadow, stage 2. Oncologist's words, aggressive, but treatable. 70% 5-year. World glitched. Jason's empire blurred. Board granted leave. Team rallied meals. Chemo suites became routine. Adam's bald pate kissed. Jokes cracking over ginger ale. Bald and beautiful, Jason quipped, holding puke basin. Fear bonded. Bucket lists ticked. Vegas drag brunch. Reno visit where mom enveloped Adam like sun. Fight. Boys, she urged, eyes wet. Remission whispered spring. Scans clear. Wigs discarded for buzz cuts. Party erupted, loft balloons. Toasts to terminal velocity. Adam, frail but fierce, pulled Jason to the roof. Scared me straight. You're my north. Jace. Jason clung. City humming below. Glitch accepted. Always. Years cascaded. Twins born, Elias and Jordan. Dark curls like dad's. Hailforge Global. Hubs in Berlin. Nairobi. Ethos exported. Jason authored memoir. Debugged. A love compiled. Bestseller. Film whispers. Apex's shadow? Faded scar. Now tattoo. Reminder of rise. Anniversaries marked rituals. Napa retreats. No mergers. Just vows renewed. Old age crept gentle. Silver temples synced. Hands veined but laced. Grandkids tumbled lofts. Code toys underfoot. One eve. Porch swing creaking. Adam murmured. They were wrong. You succeeded us. Together. Jason squeezed. Sunset gilding. We debugged the impossible. Fog rolled in. But light pierced. Legacy? Not boardrooms conquered. But love coded deep, flawed. Fierce. Eternal. In the Matrix's hum. Glitches made magic. And Jason Hale, once fired dreamer, proved success wasn't buying back the past. It was building a future where no one got left behind.